Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is The Road to the Masters.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, and we've got a packed group at the top with a tie at 12 under. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Now this putt from 23 feet. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he'll gain a little ground as he moves to 7 over. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze too into your face, so normally much longer than its yardage.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. And that will be too much, club. It's into one of those 2 bunkers over the back of this 14th green. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. This from 7 feet. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain 8 over for the tournament. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this is one of those holes at Bay Hill where you have to sort of thread the needle. It's more about accuracy than it is about power. It's only 429 yards, a dog leg to the right, but you absolutely have to put the ball in play off the tee. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. This one's starting a little bit right.
In this game, it pays to have a convenient memory. Anything in the past, forget it. Just keep hitting shots like that. Well done.
So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, that is not very good at all. That could cost him.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. You just wish you took the shorter club now.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this has just got a little bit of turn in it, but you got to be careful not to overread it.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, we've seen it through the years. This 16th hole at 511 yards here at Bay Hill is one of the most exciting on the PGA Tour. Eagle is absolutely in play, but so too is 7 or worse. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Okay, job well done, Frank. You know when you play this hole, you're playing it like a par 4, even though it's a par 5. You need to be home in 2.
You certainly do, Rich. This hole isn't as long as some par 5s, but when you consider water in play here, water in play at 17 and 18, this is a key shot.
Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he'll get one back as that score moves to 8 over. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And he will definitely not say no to that. Frank, par 3 17s here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5.
We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Just going to sneak on by. Oh, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. That's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Well, here it is, the 18th at Bay Hill at Arnie's Place. It's one of the most famous finishing holes on tour. This is where Robert Gomez in the early 1990s holed a 7-iron for an eagle to beat Greg Norman. A lot of drama and a lot of history here at this closing hole. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. That is started right, and that is trouble. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
I think that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Oh my goodness. Didn't go your way. It happens in golf, so just pick up and move on. Okay, so that will wind up the par at the last, and that will finish off our round of golf. Frank, always nice to test yourself at one of the game's great venues, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. What a day.
Yeah, and you know you've played a golf course where the PGA Tour has visited for so many years. So you, like the best players in the world, great opportunity to test your skills.
For Frank Novelo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. this is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. So a beautiful Thursday here at TPC Sawgrass, and what a weekend we have in store. As we take a look at our featured golfer, the rookie, they played reasonably well last week at Bay Hill, made the cut, got some good experience. But this, Frank, this is a different test altogether.
When you look at the field, Rich, it is stacked from top to bottom, from that first tee-off time to the last. I mean, this is the who's who of golf. So if you're a rookie and this is your first experience at the deep water, so to speak, then you get to feel it straight away. But just remember, 4 rounds at Bay Hill, that's a tough golf course. And this is a more strategic get-it-and-play golf course. Don't get ahead of yourself. You never know. Might be 2 good weeks in a row. Oh, I really like that tee shot. As for the second shot, it's about 90 yards.
Our rookie golfer making that first appearance in the prestigious Players' Championship. Nota Begay III is with us. You've been there. Note of the Players, not a major by name, but we all know how significant it is. And this really the first big test of the youngsters' maiden voyage, first season on the PGA Tour. What's this one like?
Well, if a young player wants to find out what their game looks like on the toughest venues, in the toughest tournaments, come to the Players' Championship. It's going to test every facet of their game, and they will, at week's end, know where they stand in contrast to the rest of the players in the world.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay at 1 over. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. Of course, in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and in some respect the pain of this golf course.
Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
Oh, I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Been in a fairway bunker and safely on the green. You never know, might even sneak a birdie.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and it's a makeable one. There's not a great deal of break, not a great deal of slope either. He's got a good run at it.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, you just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem. Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Seventh hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
That will do just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
Looking at 111 yards to the front, 119 to the hole, standing on the wrong side of par right now, looking to get back to even. Gap wedge flying in right over the flagstick. Good looking.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is, longest of the 4 par 3s, plus it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back and the front.
And I think he expected a little more help from that wind. This ball doesn't even get there. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. Closing out the front side with a par 5, 583-yard ninth. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. That's up the left side.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Just 5 feet left. Okay, can't take cuts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. So our featured golfer well back after round 1, and now likely in a fight just to play the weekend.
I think they're in a different zip code today, Rich. It was like watching...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass gets live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's currently at 8 under. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the Sawgrass and the Players. And Frank, as we look at our featured golfer, I think you'd have to say played pretty well yesterday in that first ever professional round on this challenging golf course. And now a repeat of that performance would most likely get them through to the weekend. That's not a bad goal for a rookie on tour, is it?
Certainly isn't, Rich. It puts you in that elite category of only the top 60 or 70 players that'll make Saturday and Sunday. So I think in retrospect, when you look at the quality of this field and the golf course, which nobody over the years, as you and I both know, are ever comfortable on, it is a really solid performance, one you can hang your hat on.
Yes, smart play from that distance. Just use the putter to make sure you get the line. And this one goes down for a birdie. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Nope. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to move him back down to even par. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Good second shot. That last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Yes, well done to get it in close, and then that finished off for a birdie here at the par 5. Right now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a... You're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 113 yards to the front, 147 to the hole. Pin is in the far back portion of the screen.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. That's going to be good enough to keep him just inside the cut line here in round 2. Here we are at the 558-yard par 5 11. It is reachable in 2 with a long and accurate drive, but offers a lot of possibilities, including laying up to ensure a short approach on your third. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie. And that could be an important one as he'll move a couple shots clear of the cut line. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows? If you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing well and sort of not struggling, but just mediocre.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 12th. Frank, day 3 here at TPC Sawgrass and the Players. The golfer we're going to be following, the rookie, through that first test in making the cut. Now, it's all about stringing a couple more good rounds together. And then, as you know, seeing where the chips fall.
Yeah, you can get birdies in bunches here at TPC Sawgrass. We know that, especially since they've added that drivable par 4 12. So I think just really worry about your own game once again on a Saturday and let the round come to you. The par 5s are reachable. There's a couple of short par 4s out there. Take advantage of that. All of a sudden, you post the number come this afternoon, and that score, believe me, will stand up against anyone.
Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
Look at where that is going to wind up. That is as good as it gets. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he moves it to 2 under par. 481 yards is a stout hole. This one absolutely requires every ounce of your attention if you're going to get out of here with a 4. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance. How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll stay at 2 under. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Left with 154 to the hole, pin in the back.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain at 1 under par. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe...
Four decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 13 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Final round of this year's Players' Championship from Ponte Vedra Beach. And Frank, the young golfer we've been watching all week, playing this event for the first time. Even if this week does not end in victory, which looks fairly likely, this has to be a thrill to know that you've come in here against the world's best and more than held your own.
Remember, this is just March, so we've got a lot of season to play at the end of this. And I think when you look through that leaderboard come the end of the day and look at all the players you've beaten for a start, and so few in front of you, you have to leave this event with confidence. It has to set you up for the rest of the season, especially in your rookie year. And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
And this is looking really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass. Par 5 at 523 yards. You think back, some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. That one up the right side.
I don't know about that one. Ball in the first cut. Could have gone a little further down the fairway. But still, hey, what am I saying? In good place now. Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that greenside bunker, but that is very doable. Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his fourth shot into this par 5. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Everyone who's been there will tell you the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason. Yep, you got to consider any shot on the green to be a good one here at 17, right? Okay, didn't want to risk trying to fly it to that back right hole location, so a downhill putt coming up from the back portion of this island green. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
Ooh, almost fell, just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Well, that is going to flirt with the water. This could be close. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
"14 feet to the hole. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That's a good putt to save par here at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last, and that will write an end to the round here today. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. The Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He's on the move early at 5 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and he's very quickly to 1 under par. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, though long, par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
This is a 19-foot putt. Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, that's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the 3rd. Up next, we come to the par 4 4th hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay right where he is. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 5th. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee. Right down the middle. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain right where he is. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So that's a wrap. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Pacific Northwest and Bandon Dunes Golf Resort, live second-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Rory Sabatini, the veteran, is our leader. He's currently at 8 under. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Frank, springtime has arrived. It's beautiful in many parts of the country. In the golf world, you and I know that means that the majors have just about arrived. But we also know that it is much more than the majors these days. There is that very lucrative and prestigious race for the FedEx Cup. You want to just keep amassing points. Make sure you're inside the top 125. Make it to the playoffs. And to this point, our featured golfer is inside that number.
Yeah, 125 is huge. People think maybe we spend too much time on it, but it actually guarantees that you're going to come back next year. So that's the first tick of the box, right? And then it also gives you a chance to make that first play-up event. You start to find some form. You parlay that all the way into the Tour Championship, and you become one of the best players in the world overnight. So a lot can change in just a few months.
Well, no one better to assess this situation than Nota Begay III, who came through the Corn Ferry Tour to win twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. And Nota, our featured player here in contention early. Now, granted, it's just a Friday, but you start to get the sense that some of that success in the lower levels, the amateur days, could pay big dividends here. Yeah,
if you just take a look at this player's pedigree, it's blue chip. Great success at the collegiate and amateur levels, but this is the PGA Tour. You've got to go out there. You've got to continue to press forward. Looking good early on the Friday, but we got a long way to go to the end.
The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole, the bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Just 5 feet left. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain at 4 under. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5 9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. Boy, oh boy, there aren't many shots that feel better than a well-struck 3-wood on into on a par 5. There it is.
That second shot sounded like a cannon.
Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down. Don't get too crazy. And now just to tap in left. Chance now to make the turn with some momentum for birdie. Yes, a 2-putt birdie. That's in for a 4. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. This one starting up that left side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Oh, and a shot in the arm there to start the second 9. That's in for par here at 10. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
This is a 13-footer. Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And he'll stay at 5 under. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that putt bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll stay at 7 under. So for our featured golfer, Frankie, it is on to the weekend. Who knows? If you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a fine line, Rich, between playing
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From picturesque Bandon Dunes on the Pacific coast of Oregon, it's live third-round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. The leader is the Englishman, Tyrrell Hatton. He's got it to 14 under par. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11th. And that will do just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
He's got 144 yards remaining to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day.
Woo, Nelly. Whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
"19 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. Okay, maybe not ideal, but pin high to the left and a decent look for birdie coming up. Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll remain at 6 under par. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot, but a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. That one had to feel good.
Struck it so well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Not much left here for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And that'll move him to 7 under par. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green.
It's a great tee shot. It is a bit of an awkward yardage, that half or three-quarter swing for that next shot, so you're going to have to be a little precise. Make sure you have a plan where you want to land that ball. That's a head scratcher, that approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Eight-foot putt here. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to say bogey. This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And he'll fall back to 5 under. Well, without a doubt, a disappointing Saturday for our featured golfer. High expectations coming in, but it's an over par round, leaving him well back.
Rich, the sadistic.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Bandon Dunes on the central coast of Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the Pacific Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He leads the pack at 17 under. So let's get out to the course as we join the action on the tee at the par 5 13th hole. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Well, had the distance right, just a little bit offline to the left.
And a little bit left, too, with this third shot.
Boy, there aren't many shots that feel better than a well-struck three-wood on and two on a par 5. There it is.
That second shot sounded like a cannon.
That's a good eagle putt there. Beautifully weighted, and just a short one left for birdie. Chance now for another birdie.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And that's going to move him to 8 under. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he's going to remain at 8 under. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front.
I tell you, there's long and long, and that with a little bit of breeze behind is long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was hit out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. Will certainly help the cause. Just going to sneak on by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. Four holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateaued green is not a bad play here. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Oh, no. I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. Yes, Will Webb there. That is in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain right where he is. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16th. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. A birdie putt now at 16.
Tough to see any break in this, maybe slightly to the right, putting back up the hill, so gotta keep up the speed. Online the whole way, but never had the speed, so it didn't matter.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Nope. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Pretty good angle here, getting set for his second shot just on the right side of that fairway.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Now this for another birdie. surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie.
Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. That'll drop him back down to 7 under. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in too. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Oh, I like that one. That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. We really need a birdie right now.
That one was running so hot. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. Chance now for another birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity, unfulfilled. Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last, and that will finish off our round of golf. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18, and that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now.